What's up, my name's Dustin, and this is how to design a bike wrap so that it looks like it's actually on the bike. We're going to start with just any image, and I've got one of this bike right here, and you can see there's two different colors. So you'll have to do two different sets of layers, base layers, reflection layers, and a white layer. I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so to start off, you can see I already got my reflections layer set up. I've already traced everything, but just want to grab like any tracing tool like a polygon and start the areas you want to have a graphic. Of basically whatever. So you take that and with the layers on top of the layer, you bring up your look like, and then like I said, bring up the hue saturation with Control U, turn your saturation all the way down. Those two. Okay. Bring one of those layers, top one first, and we're just going to make it pretty much black. Close enough. Do the same thing with the next one. And then we're going to select that layer again, or actually hit Control and then click on the box in the layers panel for the top and the bottom. With the top first, and select your layer. Hit Control J. Do the same thing with the top, so Control, click on that. Go back to your bottom layer. Control J. Name these two reflections, the very top two. desaturate both of those again. Bring up your levels panel again, and we're going to make it, cancel that. Hide the two reflections layers, and then bring up your levels so you can see what you're doing. Alright, so I want to make that much possible like a job. Fairly close. Do the same thing with the bottom one. Control L. Name those base. And we can go together. Actually, don't make sure they're right. So copy these layers one more time. I'll name that lower base so I can know what's going on in these layers. Okay, so these two name and up. Control click to get that whole layer selected on the upper and lower white. Take out your brush tool, and we're just trying to get this completely white. Okay. Control D to deselect. Go to the other white. Control click and paint over that with the brush tool. Make sure your foreground is set to white instead of black when you're with the brush tool in that. Okay, so now we can merge the two whites together. The base is below the white. Alright, now to test the color, just grab a box, a rectangle, draw it out, get a color that you're pretty familiar with, change it, hide that layer. Unhide your reflections layers and set them to screen. Take your base layers, unhide them, and set them to, oops, not your base, your white layer. Set your white layer to screen. Multiply, yeah, multiply. Alright. Unhide your rectangle, right click on it, go to create clipping mask. Unhide your original layer, and that color should be pretty much exactly how you want it as for the color you picked, and that's pretty close. So so I'm going to show you my group. Put it where it's not so back one, or the reflections, and then really important. Everything, all of your graphics are clipping mask set. And